Welcome, fellow fans of Clash Royale. It's update time again, or should I say balancing time again. Yes, the old dead cards being made anew and the overpowered cards like the Mega Minion seeing severe nerfs. Check out the Mega Minion's change. A decrease in damage by 6%. Now that pretty much could be expected, but that's not all. You have to take that damage decrease into account along with, yes, a decrease of the hit speed from 1.3 to 1.4 seconds. Now, you wouldn't think a simple tenth of a second would make that much of a difference, but when you combine these two changes together, the total nerf is over double 6%. It is well over 12% damage decrease to the Mega Minion. So suddenly, I did call this. If you guys saw the King Cup broadcast, check it out. That was weeks ago, and I did predict that the Mega Minion would see a severe nerf. Alright, now for revitalizing underused cards like the Elixir Collector. Once one of my favorite cards, I do feel like it was over-nerfed, and sure enough, now we are seeing another change, an increase in the production speed. So it's going to take 8.5 seconds instead of 9.8 seconds, and the lifetime of the Elixir Collector itself decreased to 70 seconds from 80 seconds. So it's going to produce Elixir faster, and maybe that will be enough to bring it back into line and get people to use the Elixir Collector once again without, of course, making it too powerful. Now, not to ring my own bell, but here's another change that I called during the King's Cup tournament, the Tombstone. Yes, spawn speed is going to be decreased to 2.9 seconds from 2.5. That is very nearly a 20% decrease in the speed in which the Tombstone spawns skeletons, and that's pretty severe. I definitely think we are going to see a lot less of the Tombstone, especially used with the Golem, after this balance change. So we've got nerfs and buffs and nerfs and buffs, and here's another card that was super popular, lost its popularity, the Poison Spell, going to see a big comeback because check this out, 10% damage increase in the day and age of Supercell of the Clash Royale team, changing things by 3, 4, 5, 6%, a 10% buff to the amount of damage that the Poison Spell puts out. Now, of course, that is over the life of the Poison Spell, so you've got to get those enemy units to stay in the radius. But once again, I feel like here's one of the most rarely used cards going to see a quick comeback. And last but not least, last and definitely least, we will put this one in the category. The Lava Hound, Lava Pup hit points decreased by 1%. So somewhere there's some math genius that figured out this had to be done, and I'm just going to trust him on that one, and we're going to go with it. 1% decrease in hit points to Lava Pups. So that does it for the balance changes in this coming balance update, and I thought I would show another attack replay. This one was kind of interesting. It's against a level 12, but nonetheless turned out to be quite the dramatic finish. Now, he starts off with the Royal Giant on the left-hand side. I go Hog Raider on the right, and if you check out, we both counter with one card, and the damage trade, well, it's almost dead even, the amount of damage done to both the towers. So the battle really super even right here at the start, just like Clash Royale balance changes, keeping everything in line. All right, anyway, so the idea here with this deck is I'm trying to save the graveyard for late in the battle. I kind of want to surprise my opponent with a graveyard and see if I can't get some other opportunities to arise first, and then use the graveyard to kind of coup de grace, take out his tower, or maybe if I can get that Ice Golem in, ideally Ice Golem distracting the tower, and then the graveyard spell on top. But my opponent already has a Royal Giant down, so we go ahead and throw it in now because I figured he was super low on Elixir, and this actually works out. All by itself, that graveyard is going to get a lot of damage done. The Fireball comes around. We can drop the Fireball on the Barbarians. That takes out all but one because of the damage they suffered from the skeletons in the graveyard. And quickly we have the lead, even though he did get that Royal Giant in on the left-hand side. So we're down to the final 90 seconds of this battle, and I know that I've got to put together another big push. Another favorite, the old Hog Rider Ice Golem. Check out the Hog. Shove that Ice Golem straight up against the tower. My opponent was bound and determined to move with a big push on the left-hand side, so I took his right tower and I used the graveyard on defense this time. Felt like I was in a lot of trouble here, obviously, because that Royal Giant is just going to rain down cannonballs on my left tower, but somehow I managed not to quite lose the left tower. The log, a little bit more damage, but look at the amount of damage I got on his King's Tower. So I'm thinking 3 crowns. Just for fun, just to see if I can, I decided I would push hard and try to grab the 3. Good fireball right there, taking out the Mega Minion's health and the archers. But here comes another Royal Giant. Eventually, the Inferno Tower is going to lock on, and down the right-hand side, down the stretch they come. Here comes the 3-crown push. 4 archers and the Hog Rider. They're going to get logged down to under 1,000 hit points. The fireball takes out the archers, 200 hit points. I lose my left tower, 20 seconds left. Double Royal Giant coming after my King's Tower. I buy a little bit more time with the log. Trying to get in there, just need to rotate around to the fireball one more time. 2 Royal Giants on the King's Tower, but here it comes. Can I beat the Royal Giant damage? Yes, I can. Just barely grabbing the 3-1 win before I got 3 crowned myself, and it's battles like this that really keep me enjoying Clash Royale as a game, trying out so many different decks. I am ready for these new balance changes. Let me know if you are down below in the comments. Thank you as always. Please do hit that thumbs up button. It seems to work for my legendary cards. Subscribe for daily Clash content. I hope it works for yours too, and I hope to see you all back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galley Dog, they tried to nerf me, but I wouldn't let them. I'm coming back!